All right, we are back on the Camaro. We are going to get this thing knocked out today. Hopefully we can get this car done, driving, ready to hit the dyno and get them numbers again. So we're going to jump into this. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, slap that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of like small clips there that don't make it into the videos. So yeah, let's get into this and get this done. So the last video, we got the clutch pedal installed, got everything wired with the clutch pedal switch. Everything's done there. I haven't flashed the OS to it yet to get it to be a manual, so we'll get into that today. But the last problem we had was when it was on the lift, they sent us an actual ZL1 flywheel, which is 8-bolt, and it wouldn't work. So we had to get this sent to us. Monster did a great job of getting this clutch built and sent to us within like 4 days. So that's pretty incredible. So we're gonna get this installed. This is a 6-bolt flywheel with the ZL1 triple disc. That is the kit we used. So yeah, and it comes with a spacer, but we're still gonna do all the measuring, make sure we got proper clearances for slave cylinder. And he didn't buy pretty much a speed bleed kit. So I had this pretty much out of my monster clutch for my Corvette. And I actually got a Tick Performance master cylinder and stuff for the Vet, which I've had for quite a while. So let's get into this. We're gonna get this thing on the lift, get this clutch installed, get transmission put in, and hopefully get to drive this thing today, which is raining out. We're not gonna go crazy. And I actually did get the ZL1 rear diff seals from GM. These things are expensive. These things are almost $80 a piece. It's crazy. So let's get this car pushed on to the other side. So this is ZL1 axles compared to stock. The driver's side is always smaller in the shaft, but you can see these are heavy. All right, so we got the triple disc installed. Everything's torqued. I just got done measuring my air gap for my slave cylinder. It's a really nice clutch. We are so close to wrapping this up. I'm actually getting ready to hop in there and bolt the shifter into the car, and I'm gonna go ahead and flash that file I got for it and to see if she'll crank. Still got to bleed the clutch, the brakes. I went and done the ZL1 calibers and the rotors. But we are close. Like, this thing is almost wrapped up. It was very nice not having to modify anything for the shifter. As you can see, once I pick up on it, bolts line right up. So I'm gonna get some bolts in it and get the shifter installed and flash this file. Perfect. All right, so I went through and pretty much copied over everything, because when you do a segment swap, you don't have, like, this car's got a cam, blower and stuff, so you lose all that when you do a segment swap. So what you do is you pretty much, right here is the file that is the automatic file, and this is the file we have now. So what it does is everything that's different, it'll highlight, so you can actually go to compare and view comparison log. And like, I've already swapped everything, but let's just say like engine, if you want, you just copy over selected differences, and it pretty much just puts your tuning right back into the file. So now I think we're gonna flash this and see if she cranks. All right, so now we're flashed. Now the park indicator's gone. I'm still not getting it to crank. I think it's got something to do with the clutch pedal having to be relearned. So I'm gonna scan it and check for them codes. But the car thinks it's a manual, so we're there. Just gotta get her to crank. And another thing, you have to do something with your shift interlock. You can't get the key all the way off because the shifter's not plugged in. So there's probably a mechanism inside the column you gotta take off, but we'll get to that next. So yeah, just what I thought. You can see right there, clutch pedal, clutch position not learned. So I need to see what I can do to do a, I guess, a learn on the clutch pedal. So we're gonna go in here and do a clutch pedal learn. All right, so press the pedal all the way down. Go up here and hit learn. Procedure complete. All right, so I guess now we can. And it worked. So that was a big step. The car actually cranks with the pedal now, so I'm super excited. Car runs. I got to check engine light, so I'm gonna check that now and see why it's on, but we're making progress here. No cranky. So that was just an old code saying that the clutch pedal wasn't relearned, so I cleared it out. No check engine lights, car's cranking with the clutch pedal. So that is a success. So I guess now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the clutch bled, brakes bled, because I did do ZL1 calibers all the way around, and get this thing ready to go back to the tuner so we can get the motor completely dialed in. So this is what I did. Just a little zip tie. I'm not sure if you can even see that. Just around that to where it can't go in no more. Manual shift boot should go right on your factory console. And it does. Perfect. So I did go ahead and switch to the ZL1. Well, not even really a ZL1, just this is for all manuals. Just so it had this, and the shift boot for the automatic bezel didn't fit this 100%. The only reason I didn't use the ZL1 to begin with is because it had a boost gauge here, which wouldn't work for us. And it had sport and touring mode, but the button just pops right out and you're able to use your factory traction control. So now that fits pretty good. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is actually put the ZL1 pedal in, which is just aesthetics at this point. And the car's pretty much done. So this thing drives really well now. So much nicer than being auto. Just a much more enjoyable car. Well guys, we are done with the 6-speed manual swap into Camaro. It was a success. The car is pretty much perfect. You couldn't want it to be any better. You could honestly look this car over and you would never be able to tell this was an automatic. Like everything that made it an automatic is gone now. So yeah, I'm happy with it. It turned out better than I thought it was. Whenever my buddy first come to me and he pretty much drove up to my shop and was like, man, the transmission's acting up. He thought it was a torque converter. I drove it. Pretty much the second and third gear was slipping so bad. So I was like, nah, it needs a transmission. And we started pricing out built 6L80s and stuff like that. And he was like, you think we can just put a 6-speed in it? And I was like, yeah, we could do it. And then after I got the car, I started looking up information. I'm like, man, we're gonna need a whole donor car. And there's really no information on doing pretty much like a factory style 6-speed swap in these cars. So I had to kind of like wing it, and it worked out. Having a donor car is like one of the most important things I think helped. Being able to take parts, see where things went, and just be able to make this as OEM as possible. Like I'm a sucker for like OEM hardware and stuff like that. It worked out good. So next thing we're gonna do this car in the upcoming months is probably swap the cam out. It needs a blower cam in it to make a little more power. And honestly, I mean, the car's pretty much good. So it's time for it to go back home and get put in the garage. And pretty much if you need any kind of info on this, or if there's something you missed in any of my videos, you can hit me up on Instagram. I'll link that right there. You just hit me with a DM and I'll help you any way I can. And if you want to, follow me on YouTube and look forward to some more cool stuff coming up. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.